My messages and my tears will begin to diminish. By Marcos Tadeu. January 3, 2021. Anniversary of Our Lady's last appearance in Borang. Dear children, today you contemplate my last appearance in Borang, Belgium, to the 5 children to whom I appeared. It was the day I gave my eternal and solemn message. Do you love my son? Do you love me? Then, sacrifice yourselves for me. Yes, true love sacrifices itself for me. The soul who truly loves me suffers anything for me, does anything for me, endures anything for me, endures anything for me, and also renounces anything for me. It renounces its own will, its desires, worldly pleasures, goods, the glories of this world. The soul that loves me sacrifices anything for me. And if it does not, its love is false. Therefore, create in yourselves, my children, and have the true love for me that proves itself in the sacrifice of yourselves every day to me. Humanity has just become insensitive to my messages and to my tears, even of blood. Therefore, my messages and my tears will begin to diminish, because this no longer touches men. And now the Father will give free course to his justice, because men have mocked my messages and my tears, mocked my seers, persecuted them, deceived them, betrayed them, and did not change their lives. Hearts have not changed. Hearts continue to want sin, worldly pleasures, and all that leads to eternal perdition. That is why the Father will give free course to his righteousness, because this humanity has finished touching the bottom of the pit of its sin, of the love for vices, for carnal pleasures, for the 7 capital sins, and its disobedience to the Lord and me. I call the souls who truly love me, who truly prove their love for me every day in sacrifice, in love of suffering, in contempt of the world and of themselves, in a life of prayer, of sacrifice, of penance. Finally, I call my true mystical roses of love, to pray even more now for the salvation of these souls who have touched the bottom of the well of their insensitivity to my voice and to my tears. Pray more for the 1,000 Hail Marys, the fences of Jericho, and everything you can for these souls, because the words no longer touch them. Neither my messages, nor my tears, nor the continuous exhortations of my seers who truly love me and even with tears show the souls how much their sins wound me, not even that touch them anymore. So now, just pray, my children, because only a great power of prayer can still make these blocks of ice that have become these souls be touched by some ray of God's grace. Pray, pray. Go through the houses with my images praying and showing all my children my apparitions and my tears. If they welcome you, salvation will enter that house. If they do not welcome you and me, there will be more mercy for Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for that house. And go on carrying my messages and praying, because only this can still save my children from falling into the threatening perdition that now, as never before, hangs over all of you. Pray, my children, pray a lot, because the great punishments that I have announced to you in the past are at hand. Now everything I told you in the past will be fulfilled, and only souls who live immersed in great and fervent prayer will have the strength to resist what my enemy plans. Pray, pray. With the prayer, especially the rosary of my tears and the rosaries of power I gave you here, we can achieve many miracles and graces for souls, especially conversions. So pray, pray and pray. I bless you all with love, and especially you, my dear little son Marcos, true son of mine, who every day proves with pain, tears and crosses his true love for me. Yes, you sacrificed everything for me always, so I recognize you for my son. You sacrificed freedom, will, youth, time, dreams, love for family, love for friends, love for your name, your reputation and even your health for me. That is why I bless you today and pour on you copious graces. This week with your sacrifices, with your headache, with the other problems you had, you saved 88,218 souls and achieved for your father Carlo Thaddeus, for whom you also offered, 97 new graces that he will receive next Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Thus, my son, I pour on you, on the world, the souls and, above all, your Father whom I love so much, my graces. And to you, beloved son Carlos Tadeu, rejoice in the great victory I gave you. Rejoice, because much more I will do and give you as I promised you in the past. I said I would give you the victory over all things if you would trust and persevere in my love. There is the proof. And now go ahead, my son. Go ahead, because I will be with you pouring graces on your city, on those children I love so much. And rejoice, because I have given you a son in whom I have manifested signs, graces, and wonders that I have not manifested even in other very holy sons of mine who have trodden the earth. Yes, I have made him a true wonder of my heart, a Marian wonder. And I gave it to you as a son to show you how much I love you, and to you I gave the best of the best. The most hardworking, dedicated, honest, correct, just and fearful of my children, so that through him you receive every grace, every blessing from my heart. I bless everyone here present. I now look at each one and embrace each one spiritually, from Fatima, from Pontmain and from Jacare. Message of Our Lady after touching the religious objects. As I have already said, wherever one of these thirds arrives, there the angel Muriel and the angel Laniel will be with me, carrying great graces from the Lord. I bless you all again to be happy, and I ask you, little children, to convert. Change your lives, leave the life of sin. Not only the Heavenly Father and I can no longer stand it, but even my seers can no longer stand it. They can't stand so much perdition, so much sin and so much darkness of evil and sin in which men live. Be converted, for soon the hour of righteousness will come, and woe to those who are outside the grace of God. Return, abandon the evil way, follow the path of love and fear of the Lord.